Oh, hey there. So I heard earlier, today or yesterday, that there, and I didn't fact check this, that there is no word for tragedy in the Jewish language, okay, in Hebrew. Because if there is still tragedy, then God is not done yet. And I thought that was beautiful. I didn't fact check it, but I do think it's beautiful. What I do know is this. When I was an early Christian, when I was a young Christian, I was in a youth group, and the lady in charge of that hammered home Romans 8:28. And for those of you that do not know, Romans 8:28 says, "For I know that all things work together for the good of those that love him and are called according to his purpose." All things. And we just kept emphasizing all things. Even the bad things, okay? Nobody wants to hear that. Everybody wants to think that, once you follow God, that it's all like roses and sunshine and there is no tragedy. However, life is filled with tragedy, beautiful tragedy, because on the other side of that pain is heaven. On the other side of that struggle is strength. On the other side of those trying times is patience, okay? And if we're being honest, if we look back on our life, we go, if this good thing that I love, this person that I love, this situation that I'm so grateful for this to have happened, if that bad thing hadn't happened first, I would never made it here. And when you're in it, it's hard to imagine that, right? But once you pass and the pain is gone, you're no longer uncomfortable, you can look back and you can go, I don't want to admit it, but if that bad thing hadn't happened, then this good thing wouldn't have happened. And I'm grateful for that. And so I'll take the bad with the good. The important thing, one of the keys to life is if you know that it's going to happen, right? Like if you know, hey, some time's going to pass and I'm going to be grateful for this. And when trials come, if you can train your brain, and I know that you can because I've done it, okay? I used to be like everybody else in the world, just bad things happen. I'm like, this is it. I'm done. I'm done with all this life. I'm being singled out. I'm being picked on. It's everybody else's fault but mine. And now I'm like, there's probably some good reason for it. I don't like it right now. But it doesn't make it any easier if I complain, if I'm difficult and hard on people. It does make it a whole lot easier, and I can tell you this from experience. If when bad times come, if I go, I know there's some good reason for this, I know that God is going to work something beautiful out of this, let me just stop, remove myself from frustration and anger, and just look for the good thing that God is doing. I think if we do that in life, I know from experience that if we do that in life, we will look around and go, life is filled with beautiful things. Sometimes beautiful tragedy. Love you guys.